Hello children, this is Kalpana, your science teacher. Let us all do the prayer first. All of you sit straight, close your eyes and start the prayer.
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै
Let us all do a small warm-up activity. The activity as follows. All of you get ready with a notebook and a pen. Shall we all have a small recap of last class? So in the last class, we have learnt what is plane angle and what is solid angle, and what are the units used for plane angle and solid angle, and some differences between plane angle and solid angle. And one more interesting concept, clock and its types also we have seen. So clock is a device used to measure time. Based on the display, the clock is divided into two types, analog and digital type. And based on the working mechanism, it is divided into two types, quartz clock and atomic clock. In today's class, we are going to deal with some more concepts in measurements. We all know that measurement is the basic of all experiments in science and technology. The value of every measurement contains some uncertainty. These uncertainties are called as errors. So, errors are common while we are experimenting something. So, what is called an error? Error is the difference between the real value and the observed value. So what is called an error? The difference between the real value and observed value is called an error. So in order to overcome these errors, it is necessary to know certain concepts in measurements that we are going to see in this class. So let us see accuracy and precision, approximation, rounding off and rules for rounding off. First, accuracy and precision.
Let us look more closely at the difference between accuracy and precision using an archer and target. The archer is accurate when he hits the bullseye. He is precise when he can consistently hit the same spot on the target, in this case the bullseye, over and over again. This archer is both accurate, he hits the bullseye, and precise. He is able to hit the same area of the bullseye repeatedly. It is also possible for the archer to be precise, but inaccurate. If he misses the bullseye, he is inaccurate. He has missed the mark. But if he can consistently and repeatedly hit the target in the same place, even if it is not the bullseye, he is precise. On the other hand, the archer may be accurate, but not precise. If he strikes the bullseye, or right next to the bullseye, but his arrows are not consistently placed, then the archer is accurate, but not precise. In this case, the arrows would be spread across the bullseye rather than clumped together in a small area. If our archer is having a really bad day, he might even be inaccurate and imprecise. In this case, his arrows will strike the target in a random pattern, and he will not hit the same part of the target time after time.
From the video, we are able to understand what is accuracy. So accuracy is the closeness of a measured value to the actual value or true value. Accuracy is the closeness of a measured value to the actual value or true value. What is precision? Precision is the closeness of two or more measurements to each other. Precision is the closeness of two or more measurements to each other. The next concept what we are going to see is approximation. Children, have you all observed what your mother is doing in the kitchen at your home? Yes, daily she is preparing some recipes, right? So, have you observed while she is cooking? If you have observed, you might have seen while she is doing each and every recipe, she used to take some ingredients, right? So those ingredients are not measurable. She is not using a weighing balance or weighing machine to measure each and everything, and she is doing recipes. But she is taking as such, whether it is a small quantity or bigger quantity, she is taking, right? So, for example, if she is preparing rasam, she has to take some ingredients like cumin seeds, black peppers, corianders, if necessary, fenugreek seeds, coriander leaves, curry leaves, tomatoes, right? So while she is taking, she is not measuring and taking. She is taking as such. So, we are not following any standard values for preparing a dish. We are following an approximation method for choosing ingredients. So while we prepare a dish, the ingredients are taken approximately. So, what is approximation? It is a process of finding a number which is acceptably close to the exact value of the measurement of a physical quantity. So, approximation is the process of finding a number which is acceptably close to the exact value of the measurement of a physical quantity. The next concept what we are going to see is rounding of numbers. So let us understand from the following videos.
When rounding to a certain place value, find the rounding place then continue to look at the number to the right, man, you don't need luck. If the digits 5 or more, then you round up. If the digits less than 5, then you round down. That's how the rounded number was found.
When rounding up, the rounding place goes up by 1. When rounding down, it stays where it had begun. The numbers to the right of the rounded digit
to a certain place value. Find the rounding place, then continue to look at the number to the right, man. You don't need luck. If the digits 5 or more, then you round up. If the digits less than 5, then you round down. That's how the rounded number is found.
When rounding up, the rounding place goes up by 1. When rounding down, it stays where it had begun. The numbers to the right of the rounded digit get changed to zeros, then it's legit.
When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count. When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count.
Here's a trick to use to help you choose where the digit to the right tells you to move. Draw 0 to 10 on the hill with 5 on top. A car drives until it comes to a stop. If it's 5 or more, it moves forwards. If it's 1 through 4, it moves backwards. Forward rounds up, backward rounds down. Just a little trick to help you round.
When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count. When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count.
We are rounding off the numbers. We have to follow certain rules. So the rule number 1, decide which is the last digit to keep. Rule number 2, leave it the same if the next digit is less than 5. Rule number 3, increase it by 1 if the next digit is 5 or greater than 5. Sight words. First word, accuracy. The quality or state of being correct or precise. Second word, precision. Marked by or adapted for accuracy and exactness. Third, approximation. A value or quantity that is nearly but not exactly correct. Last, physical quantity. Quantity which can be measured. So let us have a small recap of today's class. In today's class, we have understood what is accuracy, what is precision, and approximation, rounding off and rules for rounding off. So before we end the class, we have a small eye exercise followed by our class in prayer. Thank you. Hari Om. We will meet in the next class.
Sit down on the ground comfortably. Without moving your head and neck, look upwards and then downwards. Keep your neck and back straight. Now look at the sides, alternating with the left and right. Do not move your neck while looking sideways. Now look to your left, then look upwards. Move your eyes right and then look down. Look upwards, to your right, and then down. Now look upwards, then to your left and down. Now alternatively, look to your left once after looking upwards, before looking down, and then look to your right the next time after looking up. Close your eyes and rest for some time. Sit comfortably and bring your hands straight forward at shoulder height and raise your thumbs. Look at your thumbs. Slowly spread apart your hands. Look at your left and right thumbs alternatively while spreading your hands apart. Bring your hands together, continuing to look at your left and right thumbs alternatively. Close your eyes and rest for some time.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti